Morning, hello everybody, welcome. It's Monday morning that Daryl Marie and myself are sitting here in the Kyle Army studio to chat to you about the Hollywood Bets Kenilworth meet on Tuesday. Fresh off weekend's racing, we're going to have a look at the bipot and try and put that together for you, as well as the PA and the Pick Six and the jackpots and all that sort of stuff. Just with regards to Betway, lots of promos going on with Betway. There's the QR code to join the Betway company if you haven't already done so. And a reminder to everybody about our WhatsApp number. We're also on WhatsApp in terms of social media. We are on X as well, where we update you and send you the information for your convenience, sometimes before it's actually played on channel 240. Well, second race on the card. We have got early Monday morning betting for you. I can bring you up to date with what's going on. You guys get an idea closer to race time as to what the story is. But Richard Fourie on the favourite on Baton Rouge at 16-10, number 2. And number 3, State Capitals, the second favourite at 22-10. 33-10 about the 1 Mellor strength, and then you can get 10s and better about the balance. Daryl, do you think it's safe to say now that Gavin's got it sort of sewn up with a week to go or so to go?
What's it? How many now,
I think he's over 10. I think he had a huge day at Scottsville on Sunday as well, and he's been booting a winner after winner, so he seems like he's pretty much well clear. I'll actually have a look whilst you analysing the first.
Well, Richard said about a week ago that it's a one-horse race.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So he's admitted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you say the WhatsApp groups only get the info sometimes before it's played?
No, it's always.
It
always goes out, yeah, it does.
Clyde, the opening leg of the bar pot, I've chosen to go numbers 1 and 2. Now, if you have a look at the race, this horse number 2, Baton Rouge, appears as if he's going to push forward and get it easy up front. And when Richard Fourie controls the pace up front, Clyde, is very, very hard to peg back. That form line hasn't really lit up. But in saying that race was running terrible conditions, and I thought he was never in doubt. So I can see him go back to back. Backed him up with number 1, Clyde. Now, he's worn the blinkers twice, well, in his last 2 starts, right? 1400, 1600. I think this horse is a better 1800 meter horse. And from Storgate number 1, with the apprentice taking the allowance off his back and being closer to the pace, he's going to give the favourite a run for his money. He should get the run of the race right behind Richard. So if he can quicken on by, he's going to give the favourite really a strong challenge. So I think Richard from the front will be hard to peg back, but if Mellor Strength can latch onto him, will be his biggest danger. So I'm expecting to double up in the opening leg. All
right, so that's the bipot. Richard Fourie is expected to win this. So he's currently 16 winners behind before the second race at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, behind Gavin Lerena. 1 and 2 in the first leg of the bipot. Mighty Mary is fancied to win the Thirst at 33-10. Well, Betway's market shows that anyway. Vaughan Marshall and Aussie Noach team up here, and they favourite. Second choice is number 5, Zenas Act, who's at 33-10. Well, now joins 3, Heavenly Mafia is 7-2, 4-1 about the 7, Sesame, and the 8 horse Given to Fly is trading at 4-1. 8-1 about 1, Champagne Blaze. And that's Gavin Lerena's ride. Interesting. I want to ask Daryl more about that. And it's 16s and better about the balance. Let's talk about Champagne Blaze. What's the 8 latest there?
The latest is she's well held by Sesame. And she didn't really show much on debut. She wasn't supported. So
been off for a while, eh?
Yeah.
But could Gavin could have ridden I saw something.
Gavin rides for Rakesh and Mr. Vernon.
So he okay.
Yeah, so really Sesame should confirm that form and hold her at bay. So
Gavin rode Sesame last time, eh?
Yes. I really expected much better from her on that occasion. So did many others. But she was well beaten. Penultimate start is a nice effort. We saw Beneath the Clouds coming out to win again, Clyde. And another one being Money Extractor, who was actually behind her in that race. And Ostermite, Money Extractor reversed the form, so one could say maybe she ran a little bit below par. I like Sesame. I think she'll go well. Current favourites, or one of the joint favourites, is Mighty Mary. improved with the earmuffs last time out, but unfortunate not to have finished closer. In running, she found a bit of interference. Off though for 2 months, straight after that improved effort. So I don't know what the story is, but if she's fit and well, she could make a winning return. Obviously, in that race, she holds Zena's act, and she had traffic problems. So one should really believe that she can confirm that form if she's fit and well. But really, Clyde, the one I'm leaning towards is number 3, Heavenly Mafia. Have a look at that last start against winners, Clyde. Against winners, she ran an absolute blinder. Just ahead of her in that race was a horse called Wish List, who came out and won by 5 odd lengths. Had a look at her breeding. Her dam won up to 1400. She's now been stepped up to a mile. Her sire won the Derby. I think she's crying out for this extra. So I'm leaning towards number 3, Heavenly Mafia, as my top choice.
Okay, Heavenly Mafia, the one to beat. This is it's time for a PA. Are you banking this, or
No, I backed her up
you're
with
backing it up?
Sesame.
Okay, so Sesame goes in with Heavenly Mafia. Let me just have a look at what was the market showing Monday morning. 7-2 about the Kotson runner in the opening leg of the PA. Okay, back with us. This is a maiden handicap. It's an open 1600, that is. Well, an open maiden, let's put it that way. And the Monday morning market first leg of the pick six have got Justin Snaith's Gold Jaboski top the boards at 11-10. 3 Smart Horses 11-2. 9 Superhero is 6-1. So is number 10 Royal Dawn 6-1 Monday morning. And then you can get 10-1 and better about the balance. So the favourite in the race, if you have a look at his current form, just a handful of runs today, 3 starts to be exact. His last start going over the 14 Darrell seemed to be pretty consistent with previous form. Now they're going the extra. And you're concerned about this horse choking up in his last start. What does that mean to you?
It means I would have loved to see the tongue tie being fitted.
There's no tongue tie.
No tongue tie, but Clyde, obviously, they've worked on it. Clyde, who trains, just before we dissect this race, who trains number 5 here? The Night Ferry.
Nice, Herman Brown, eh? Good, first runner.
First runner.
Back,
Yes.
good for him.
Clyde, this is a 2-year-old. He's a week away from turning 3, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's getting 4 kilograms from his biggest rival in Smart Horse. I don't think Smart Horse can give a horse like Gold Jaboski, who's got great form, 4 lengths. The concern is that he choked up. I'm not concerned that the form line wasn't franked, because that horse that ran second, Mr. Marshall's horse, ran too bad to be true. I mean, that horse, Seanville Road, United Front, finished closer to the last. So
Yeah,
I'm not worried
went wrong
about
there.
that.
Okay.
He steps up to a mile. If the tongue tie was on, I'd say empty out. But the fact of the matter is that he did choke up last time out. But I have no doubts he's got the strongest form coming into this race. He's got 57 from a 1 draw. Half brother Barfatura won over a mile. And also placed in several starts over 2,000. I think he'll get the trip. The concern is that he choked up. But if he breathes well in running,
Yeah.
unlike me, Clyde, I expect him to win. Smart Horse, been disappointing. I expected more from him last time out. In that race, behind Captain's Alliance, you can see there's a few better off at the weights with him, namely Marine Merchant and Dancing Warrior. So he has to lift his game in saying that he's going to strip fitter. So yes, he could be a danger. Number 10 over here, Royal Dawn. Have a look at that improvement he made. I don't know why. Is it because of the blinkers were being removed? But prior to that, the form without the blinkers wasn't great whatsoever. So I'm not too sure what the reason was. But he's got 52 to shoulder.
Yeah.
So he's getting a lot of weight, 5 kilograms from the 2-year-old. But he needs to confirm that form. If you go back to the Gold Dust Run, you can see he actually is well held by Smart Horse, who I don't think can give this favourite 4 kilograms. So yes, the favourite, if he breathes well and he relaxes in running, the horse to beat, and I'm happy in bankering him in the opening leg of the pick six.
Okay, good to hear that you overcome being choked up. The first leg, Banker 1, Daryl Marie, See how that all plays out. Herman Brown's got his first run of the Night Ferry, and the Appy Plikes has won that championship. Although all things seem to be equal right now, he's quite well ahead of the rest. On to race number 5 now. This is a C Stakes. They're going over 2,200 metres on Monday morning. When looking at the market, it looked like this. Number 4, Woodworld, favourite at 5-2. 2 to a penny. Second choice at 3-1. 4-1 about the 8, Heliotrope. 5 twice the master, 5-1. There are a few at 8 here, like 1 Census Dark, 3 Real Stunner, also 8-1. So is number 6 Not Wanted. And then your rank outsider, Eddie Price, 20-1 about the 7 Professor Snape, who is now back with the Vaughan Marshall stable. All right, so Vaughan's got favourite Woodworld in your 5-2, Gavin riding. What's your take on it?
Yeah, he's also got twice the master.
Yes.
Woodworld, Clyde, he's in improving staying type. You can see with racing he's getting better. So one paced, Gavin knows him extremely well. Yeah, definite factor here. On his last start, he should really hold Heliotrope.
Yep.
Because it's the same weight terms and she's got 2 lengths to make on him. But Heliotrope's one of the better weighted in this event, being a Ferris X, being a filly. And it's not a big field, so Heliotrope likes to be given a chance and she'll be running on smartly. So I've included her. I can see her reversing that form. Number 2, to a penny. This filly, Richards won 2 out of 3 on her. So he really knows her extremely well. I think he had the choice of rides. I think he could have ridden Real Stunner again, but he's opted to go for To a Penny. Her 2 comeback efforts appear as if she's been ridden quietly with a come on look. Now she's having her peak run. Does she get the extra, Clyde? She's by Dynasty Mare. And she steps up to 2,200 for the first time. She needs to see it out. If she does, I think she's going to be a strong contender here. And then Real Stunner, he's by Galileo Mare. Take note of the equipment change, Clyde. These cheek pieces murdered us over the weekend with Bayanak.
Yes.
Put us in our graves. Let's hope he doesn't pull like Bayanak did. Did you see Bayanak? Our race was done and dusted after 50 meters.
I don't want to share my story,
No,
but
it was
anyway.
heartbreaking. But this horse, he's very one-paced and he appears to stay on all the way to the line.
This
So
horse will
maybe,
stay all day, won't he?
yeah, so maybe he's looking for this extra. And with 56
No,
to
he
shoulder, although he's a maiden, Clyde, do not discount his chances.
Okay.
Yeah.
JP's on him. Has JP ridden him before? No. First time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so how deep are we going? What are we
4
doing?
horses, Clyde.
4
2,
horses.
3, 4, and 8.
All right, so jackpots is the play today. That's what we're going to take. Some jackpots today. 2, 3, 4, 8 by 3 and 5 by field by 3 and 7. Okay, back with us. Race number, where are we? Race 6, B Stakes, and we're going 1,000 metres at Hollywood Bets, Kenilworth. Monday morning, Betway had the market looking like this. 13-10 about the US of A for Paddy Crayer and Richard Ferry. 7 Tanneron, second choice at 7-2. 2 Peace of Mind is 4-1. Number 3 Flying Finley is 5-1. 7-1 the 1 Elusive Winter, and 10-1 and better about the balance. All right, so the US of A is on the up. I mean, he's won his last, 2 of 3 races. He's been in very good form. I see he now runs off a 90. Perhaps he's even better than the 90. I don't know what you make of where he is in terms of ratings and all that sort of stuff.
Well, the owner says he's the best rated horse in the country.
He's probably right.
He did pick up a hefty penalty last time at £7, Clyde, so it's not going to be given to him on a platter this time round.
But that's after not being penalised for his previous start, eh?
Yeah, so, he was impressive. And when he wins, he's very, very impressive. So I can see him following up again on that victory. We saw Escarpment win and Frank that form. Clyde, if you have a look at the weights of this race, it favours the Ferris X, Tanneron, Peace of Mind, Kyle Army Girl. He's only 4th best weighted, joint with Flying Finley, who's actually beaten him in the past, but one can say that he ran below par on that occasion in his penultimate start. If he doesn't fluff his lines, I expect him to win, Clyde, because I think Gavin gets the best out of Peace of Mind. I know he's got a nice, she's got a claiming apprentice on her, but I think Gavin gets the best out of her. So I'm not really in the camp of her. And Tanneron, I'm not really convinced either. So I'm of the opinion that the favorite needs to fluff his lines to get beaten. But the horse I'm backing him up with, once again, he's Flying Finley. This time
You won him last time, huh?
Yeah, he's not.
He
There's
never
not
got the
too
best
much
of passages or what?
separating. There's not too much separating himself in the favourite. He's beaten him in the past. He ran 3 lengths behind last time out. He's 3 kgs off, a bit off at the weight. So on paper, not much separating the two of them. The US of A is a clear-cut first choice, but Flying Finley is there as backup.
Okay, Flying Finley may well be the danger to this horse, the US of A, but that's only if he fluffs his lines. This is what the jackpot looks like. 3 and 5 field, 3 and 7 by 1, 2, 4, 5, 9 for 220 Rand. So race number 7, not easy this race. It's a D stakes over 1,200 metres. And on Monday morning, the market had the 5 Lovers Lane as favourite, but 4 to 1 the whole field. This is the most difficult race on the card. 8 Champagne Mac is 4 to 1. 5 to 1 number 6 Gravity. Mark up the 9 Royal Lithium at 5 to 1. 10 to 1 the 10 Timeline. 10 to 1 the 2 Tambourine Man. 1 True Horizon. 12 to 1. 14 to 1. And better about the balance. Not easy. I see you've gone fields and everything, haven't you?
I did go the field, Clyde.
Yep.
Um,
Can't blame you for
There's
that.
2 horses here that really look teed up to run blinders, and that's namely number 5 Lovers Lane. You can see 2 runs after the rest. Touched off last time out. On paper, it looks like he's going to get it right. The other one, number 9 Royal Lithium, the filly. Now, she's obviously better weighted. She's second best in of here. She's also having her 3rd run. She's back up the straight, and I've got a feeling that Gavin's going to suit her. So those look like the top 2 contenders. However, the race certainly doesn't stop there, Clyde. Have a look at number 1, True Horizon. I think slightly below par in her last 2 starts, and they freshened her up with a short break. I can see her coming back to a better form. Have a look at number 4, Palace Gift. Now, he's near the bottom of the boards. However, is there a more unlucky horse or a horse with more excuses recently? I don't know. Okay, last time out was around the bend. He's back up the straight, but have a look at the excuses. Shoe replaced, awkward, slow, bumped twice. This horse gets a smooth run in the race itself. The fact that his ratings dropped down to 69, he is going to be competitive, Clyde. I think he's better up the straight. He's done well over the course and distance, and I don't think he represents the likelihood of his chances at the bottom of the board. I think he's going to run better than he's expected to. So he's my sneaker in the pack, number 4, Palace Gift. But yes, I went the field. If he does pop up, it will be a great result.
Okay, well, let's see. He's at 20 or 16 to 1 or something like that. Palace Gift. We have now got a pick 3 for you. This takes you all the way to the last race. In this race, 1, 4, 5, 9. Although we have gone field and we're hoping for a huge result in the jackpots. By 3 and 7 in the next race. And the right at the back, we're going 1, 2 and 5. Welcome back, everybody. This is race 8. It's a class 4. We're going over 1,200 metres. Should run at about 20 past 4. It's the last double of the day. Daryl Marie hopefully will get that double out to us in just a moment as to what we're going to be doing here. And let me give you an update on the latest betting for the race. Honor of Kings is the favourite. That Justin Snaith, Richard Farid, they team up with a 7 Orser at 3 to 1. 3 Kariaku, second choice at 33 to 10. So Richard on the favourite, well, marginal favourite. Gavin on the other one, Kariaku. 2 Late December is 5 to 1, and the 9 Commanding is at 5 to 1. It's 7 to 1 and better about the balance. Are we Is it a Richard Furry, Gavin Lorena duel?
I certainly hope so, because those are the only two I've included. Now, Honor of Kings, Clyde, this horse has got no excuses. He's come back from KZN.
Yep.
He's got the racing fitness on his side, as long as he's travelled well, which clearly he did, because otherwise Mr. Snaith would have entered him. But he's got no excuses.
Better over the 12, I think, eh?
His most impressive to date has been up the Kenilworth Straight of the 1200 of the course and distance.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make use of that fitness. Richard's gonna get him into the race early, and he is gonna be competitive. He is the horse to beat because there's so much in his favor. The horse I make the biggest danger now, obviously, is the market rival is Kariaku. I don't know where he is, Clyde. He's been off the track for 5 odd months. I actually didn't even look if there was a comment in the front of the computer form. Yeah, working well at home will probably need it.
Wow.
Is that a concern now?
Well, it is probably, so it could still win.
Yeah, working well at home is good enough for me. Clyde, this horse loves coming back and racing fresh. When racing fresh, he's actually hardly missed the board. He's won, he's run second, and he's run third from 4 rests. So I like him. He goes extremely well over the course and distance. Have a look at his penultimate start with Gavin over the very same course and distance, Clyde.
Yep. Golden
Destiny came out and franked that form. He won again. Horses behind him in that race were namely Empire States, won twice.
Yeah.
The USA's won twice. Baldi also won.
Yeah.
So if Gavin can hold him up and produce him at the right time, which I'm sure will be the aim, he could be the favourite's biggest danger. But the favourite, I'm expecting to be on his bicycle from the jump.
And go.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's no travel issues coming from KwaZulu-Natal, we expect Honor of Kings to win if it's not too soon. We don't think it is. We think he's the right horse and that he's danger. If he doesn't, well, Eric Sands says he might just need to run this horse, but he's working very well. Kariaku, we're making it the 2 of them. And at the back, we're going 1, 2 and 5. So the last race, here we go, and it is a Class 4 over the 1200, runs at about 5 to 5. Hopefully it's been a pleasant day for you. We'll be back with the boys again during the course of the week for the rest of our Weighted to Win preview. Now for the last race, let's take a look at the Monday morning market from Betway, and they've got this horse Fire and All Engines as the favourite, number 2 in the card at 15 to 10. 9 Ridian is second choice at 3 to 1. 7 to 1 about the 7 Counter Attack. 1 African Prince is priced up at 8 to 1, and you can get 10s and better about the balance. Fire and All Engines, I thought, won impressively last time. Stable very bullish. There was a lot of money for this horse when it last came to the races. Duly obliged. It gives the impression he can win again.
Sure, he's gutsy, Clyde.
Yeah.
He just fights all the way down to the line. Now, he was meant to run a week and a half ago when half the meeting was abandoned. And
when they started going round the turn.
Yeah, and Richard was meant to ride him on that day. I don't know if that's the reason why Richard's booked on him, because Gavin won on him and Gavin's on Paratrooper.
Probably right, yeah.
But yes, he's going to run another bold race. You know, he gives of his best. He goes up front, and if they're good enough, they'll pass him. One of his rivals, who I think is good enough to pass him and get the run of the race, his horse just drawn on his inside, and he's going to slot him behind him, I assume. Number 1, African Prince. Have a look at his rating, Clyde. He's right down to a 79, and I like his form up the Kenilworth Straight. So if he can really just get it easy behind Firing on Engines, I think he's a factor here. I really love his chances off that rating. Then you got Paratrooper. I'm of the opinion this horse is better held up, and Gavin is that type of rider. Yes, he is not the most consistent around, but if things go well in the race for him, he will be there when the chips are down. Mm-hmm. So Gavin has ridden him in a race before. He has gotten to feel him. I don't think he's the soundest of sorts, but moving well on his day and at his best, he could trouble them too. In the pick sixes and jackpot twos, I included numbers 4 and 9-2, but I'm just taking a swinger box with my top 3 choices. I think that's how we're going to get the money in the last.
That will
An
do.
exacta box, sorry.
Exactas. Okay, let's take a look at that. 1, 2, 5. Box the exactas. There are a couple of others in here. If we are running in pictures that we're hoping will feature 2, but from an exacta perspective, this is what we recommend. Thanks, everybody. This is Betway Weighted to Win. Look forward to catching up with you during the week.